Hi Science in a Van fans, I'm very excited that we're starting a 4-week series of videos on how to make a scale model of a shipping container. In today's video we're going to talk about what scale is. I'm going to give you some different examples of different scales and talk about those, and then we're going to work out what dimensions these need to be to make a scale model. So the big question is, what do we mean when we use that word scale? Well, this is a scale model of a 20-foot shipping container. So what that means is this is a reduced version of one of those. The dimensions will be the same in their sort of percentages, but this has been reduced down to something smaller. And we use scale models for model making. For architects designing buildings, they do scale drawings and make scale models. And even at home, you'll have toy cars that are scaled down models. And in films, we have scale models for the film sets as well. So scale models all around us, and we're going to explore scale now.
Oh, it all sounds very complicated. I think I just want to sit here and drink my tea.
Okay, everyone take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to talk you through this, and whether if you understand what scale is or not, it's going to be okay. We're going to give you the measurements so you can make one of these either way. This little guy here is from a scale called N-Gauge, and it is fantastic for model railways, but it is very, very small. This guy here comes up to only 12 millimeters. Lego is not at a standard scale. If you look at a Lego figure like Lenny here, you'll realise that radio is too big and the bodies are not in proportion, but it is great for model making and prototyping. The scale we're using for this project is 1/56, which means if you take any measurement from one of these shipping containers and times it by 56, that would be the measurement on the real thing. So we need to work out the dimensions for our shipping container. The first thing we need to do is find the measurements of a real shipping container. This is where Google comes in very handy. I found out the height, the width and the length of a shipping container. Now, the height of a shipping container is 2,590.5 millimeters. The width is 2,438.4 millimeters, and the length is 6,096 millimeters. Now, our scale is 1/56, so we need to divide these numbers by 56. And I've used a calculator to work these out, and we've got 46.26 millimeters for our height. We've got 43.54 millimeters for our width, and our length is 108.8 millimeters for the length. So we have our measurements for our shipping container, and here I have a piece of foam board. This foam board here is 6 millimeters thick, and this is what we're going to make our shipping containers out of. Now, I've marked out some measurements here, and I'll talk you through those. First of all, our shipping container needs to be 108 millimeters long. 108 millimeters long. So that's how wide this board is. So that is the length from there to there on our shipping container. Now this piece here is going to be the top of our shipping container. So it needs to be the width as well, which I've made up to 44 millimeters. So that is our top. We need a bottom to match that, and we're going to have another one here at 44 millimeters. Now we need the sides. So we've got the top, we've got the bottom, we need these sides. And these sides need to be 46 46.26 centimeters high. Okay, 46.26 millimeters high. But we need to allow for the thickness of two pieces of coral flute that are going to be the top and bottom. So they actually need to be 34 millimeters, and these two will be sandwiched between the top and bottom bit of coral flute, so that will add up to give us our thickness that we need. So your brain is bursting with information. That was a lot to take on about scale. Now things from here get a little bit more make and takey, so you can make along with me and all to be good. We've got our board here with our measurements on, marked out. We'll be cutting these out later. And we've got the top, the bottom and the sides of our container. But in later videos we'll be talking about how to make the ends and how we make this covering as well as painting. Hope you're enjoying these videos in making a shipping container in 1/56 scale. And thank you for watching and see you next time.